percussion has been around for a long time, obviously, but like the modern, the drum set hasn't been around for, that long, 100 years maybe, the xylophone and things like that. They've been recent developments, really. The snare drum's been around for a long time, and the amount of things that the sort of endless possibility for it, to me, is really fascinating. Just a way to encourage young players. I grew up doing marching bands, and there's like a lot of competitive aspects of marching band, and but not so much with I make my living as a classical musician now, and not so much in that regard for classical percussion playing. There's other competitions for aspects of classical instruments, but not for snare drum. And snare drum is the instrument that you start on as a kid. You get a little practice pad and your sticks, and it's sort of like a real primal, fundamental instrument as a percussionist. Basically, it's a way to give some money and some feedback to kids, encouragement. I've certainly had lots of situations where I've played for people that were successful musicians, and sometimes I got great feedback from them, and it just spurred me on to keep going. It gave me that little boost that maybe I was just about to give up, but somebody told me I sounded great and I was doing a great job. And also sometimes where I thought I was doing great and I came up against players from around the country that I didn't know there was this other level of musicianship out there, and I failed coming up against that, and that helped me grow. So I just think it's like a nice growing opportunity, and it's a way to get especially some of the younger kids exposed to some music that they might not know about. That's probably the main reason why I started it. Especially, I really like working with the younger level, because when you start seeing those kids that are 16 and 17 playing stuff that I didn't play till I was 20, that little time frame of difference, that window there is a really great growth opportunity for them when they get started that early. And I think just sort of having something like this to focus on playing the snare drum as a solo instrument, and just focusing your attention on all the repertoire that's out there for the snare drum, it just helps. It helps your own concept of playing develop. It helps the repertoire for the instrument develop. So just narrowing our focus on that, I think, is a really great thing for the instrument.